Alright, you should be able to hear me now because I see green and everything. Yeah, I kind of figured the sound was off. Normally I have a different headset, and for whatever reason, I can't find it. Still no sound? Is it still no sound? Okay. No, my mic isn't muted. Let's do this right here. Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Hello, everybody. How are you doing this evening? This time I knew to unmute, but I can't find my headset that goes with my setup because I've been like all over the place today. Today's been a very busy day. Um, and I have gotten some awesome stuff in for you guys today that I'm super excited to show you. We have DiTrans. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk to or talk about DiTrans many times in the past. So tonight will be about sublimation. And what got me into deciding to do the show about sublimation tonight is because of all of the hype, all of the hype that is surrounding this mug press, right? So I'm sure you guys have all seen this mug press and by Cricut, and how Cricut is taking over the world with this mug press. And if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, I'm gonna just pull it up real quick right here on Amazon so that you can see what we're talking about. So I thought about getting the mug press, okay? I thought about getting the mug press, and I'm going to tell you why I decided not to go with the mug press by these wonderful people right here. Although I will admit it's awfully sleek looking, really fancy, and there's a lot of positives about it. We'll go over that as well. Um, but there's a lot of positives in regard to this specific mug press. I am very appreciative of them coming out with this. I mean, this was kind of one of those things where, in my opinion, the industry surrounding doing mugs was starting to, wane. It wasn't as hot and popular anymore. So I'm glad they came out with the mug press so that we could, jazz the mug industry back up. All right. So I will admit for myself, I am a sucker for a good coffee mug. I love a good coffee mug. It's one of my favorite things to get a nice ceramic mug and put my coffee in it and just chill out, like even out on the porch swing, have a good drink. And for those who like tea, a nice warm cup of tea as well in an old fashioned ceramic mug. Well, within the last, I'll say 2 years, maybe a year and a half, the tumblers like took over the scene, right? So everywhere you turn, folks are doing tumblers. They want tumblers, yada yada yada. But the mugs kind of like faded into the background, and nobody was doing mugs anymore. So for them to come out with this and revitalize the coffee mugs and get them jazzed back up and folks excited about it, I am thoroughly and definitely grateful for that because, as I mentioned, I love a mug. So we'll get into all of this here in a moment, but first I want to introduce myself. I'm Eve with Baby's Booty. If it's your first time here, drop us a comment below and say, hey, first time here, so we can say hi to you. We have a Facebook group. It's called the Hoop Group. It is on Facebook. We also have, as you see down here, thebabiesbooty.com. We have our own website. There's a forum there as well where you can join and become a part of the Hoop Group. And here on YouTube, we actually have memberships here on YouTube. They're paid memberships. And those memberships make it easy for you to help support the channel. It's totally awesome. And in return, you get some really cool emojis. And for those of you who are members here on YouTube of the YouTube Hoop Group, drop us some purple bell emojis. Ring the bell for yourself so that they can see your awesome emojis. And then you also have an option to get a real live purple bell of your own. When they come in batches, we ship them out in batches. And we have a batch that's supposed to be going out this week, and we've got really awesome bells. And this, if you become a YouTube Hoop Group member here on YouTube, you can request a bell. You just have to go to my website, click the image of the little bell down in the middle of the screen, and fill out your request. And make sure you put your YouTube name on there so that we can confirm the YouTube membership, paid membership on the request for your bell. But that's what, and then it's funny, you guys, I got a really awesome video call. What's today? Today is Sunday. I got a really awesome video call Friday from a dear friend, and she had her granddaughters there at her house, and the grandbabies came across her purple bell, and they were like, "What's this bell for?" And they were like, "We don't understand what's the bell." So she video called me and was like, "I wanted you to tell them about the bell," and I was like, "Y'all, the bell is so that we can ring and celebrate the new babies that you guys get. And you know, usually crafters, when we get new things like new toys, new cutters, new embroidery machines, new sewing machines, people don't, our family don't understand. They don't really care. They don't really get that excitement. So here on our channel, we want to celebrate with you. We absolutely love getting toys around here, so we definitely want to celebrate. So we'll ring the bell for you if you let us know a new baby that you got. So just wanted to put that out there as well. This is an awesome resource here. Perk of being a member here on YouTube, and we definitely appreciate any and all support that you guys give to our channel. We really do. So one of the things I like to do, which is going to be changed here soon, and I'm going to have to let you guys know how that's going to work. But one of the things I like to do is say hi to the folks that are here joining us live, because without you guys, we wouldn't have a channel, and I definitely appreciate you taking time to join us. And if you're new, or if you don't like a lot of chit chat and chatter, just pick back up with us in about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and we'll be done, and we'll get into our sublimation, because I have a lot. Actually, let's do 10 minutes, because I have a lot of really cool stuff to show you guys that DiTrans sent us over to sublimate with you all, and I'm really excited about it. So let's go into our chat. Y'all, I'm super excited about this. Y'all know I absolutely love saying hi. It's one of my favorite things. And let me bring my chat down so that I'm not looking up in the sky to talk to you guys. And thank you for joining us this evening. So, hello, so to we begin embroidery. I saw you said you were someone else. So let me see. You said you were Shirley Stewart. Hey, Shirley Stewart. How are you today? Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We definitely appreciate it. Time you, what up, Hoopster? She said, welcome, and thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Robin Bryant, hi, my dear. How are you? Welcome. Patty Shelton from Tennessee. Kim Smith, hey, how are y'all doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Dennis Atkinson, Isabel Morgan Catlett, thank you for trying to let me know the sound was off. Let's see, Miss 143, hello, how are you? Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Mary Stovall, thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you as well. We have Angelia Baker trying to tell me my sound was off. I know, y'all. It's pitiful, isn't it? Lil Nelson says she fell asleep last Sunday at the end and missed the conversation about hot flashes. Yeah, I know, right? Like we really needed to be talking about that, but I've been good the last couple of days, so I think maybe because I backed off of some caffeine, some chocolate, I think that has helped. But you got to have chocolate, right? It's not fair. But thank you, Miss Alila, for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Always a pleasure to have you. Carmen Alvarado, hello, my dear. How are you? Welcome, and thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We have Pat Sayin. Hello, welcome. Haven't seen your name, so welcome. Thank you for joining us. Walk by Faith, Lydia Harris, Sanquetta Miller, Kimberly Barber. Oh, hey, Sanquetta, how are you, my dear? Thank you for joining me. Simone Warren and Patty Shelton. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. So Crafty, thank you as well for trying to tell me I didn't have sound. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We also have Simone Warren and SL Faust. Welcome to the both of you. Thank you for joining us. And Gail Moore, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. And thank you for joining us today. Nick Nurse, hello, my dear. And Willie Roseman, hello. How are y'all? Petals of Cali, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I haven't seen your name either, so thank you for joining us. Let's see. This is Ashley X. Oh, hello. How are you? Happy Sunday to you as well. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. I appreciate it. Pearl Lucas, hey dear, how are you? Welcome. Carmen Johnson, welcome, my dear. Thank you for joining us this evening. Miss Lady D, hello, hello. How are you? Kimberly Barber, welcome. Thank you for letting me know you could hear me. I thought that was Penelope. I was hoping that was you. Hey, my love. Thank you for joining us. I have family in the house, y'all. That's what's up. Willie Roseman, that's funny. I can't help but to laugh at myself sometimes. So I appreciate y'all laughing with me. Let's see who else we have. Hey, Sheila Cushionberry, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and I'm glad to hear you're safe as well. Let's see. I want to be getting it. Lydia says, I want to get it. Have a nice one. Are you talking about the mug press? That's what we're talking about tonight. I want to be sure that's right. Kimberly Barber says her laptop's not doing right, wanting to buy another one, but still trying to decide if I want to get the mug press. So let's do a timeout on the mug press just for the next, I'll say, hour. Let's talk about it first, and then we'll get into whether or not to fool with the mug press. Karen Murray, hello from Canada. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Group member, if I haven't said that already. Walk by Faith, can you use it on other large cups? We'll get into that as well. Jeanette Davis, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And she says, good evening, everyone. I'm not too excited about it. I think it's a bit too pricey. Interesting take on that. We'll get into that as well. Miss 143 says, Eve, I got the Cricut mug press. Yeah, it's still in the box. You got the mug press. It's a baby. So guess what that means, Miss 143? You get the bell ring. Congratulations, dear, on your mug press. Woo! Yes. Congratulations. That's awesome. This is the thing. I'm not going to bash anything, but we are going to have a very candid discussion about it. And I can't really knock anything that I don't have, right? But we will discuss the facts, and I'll pull them up and show you some information about it. Patty Shelton, I love my coffee and my mug too. It just makes me happy. It does. It gives you like a nice, warm, cozy hug when you get that coffee in the mug. There's just something about it. I absolutely love it. Let us see. Where am I? Ooh, look at all the emojis. I have the Cricut mug press coming too. Miss Shirley Stewart says, awesome sauce. Latanya Wade Willis, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Katrina, hey my dear, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Queen Mama 1, hello to you as well. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you being here. Rook Deb Hoy, welcome. You are new. I haven't seen your name before. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you're excited to be here. We're happy to have you. Thank you for joining us. That's what's up. Diana Henderson, good evening to you as well. Thank you for joining us. Miss Debbie D. Hey, darling, how are you? And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member, Miss Debbie D. I appreciate it. Miss Ethel Smith says, good evening. I have the mug press also. I figured several of y'all was going to have it. That's why I already had the bell warmed up before you got here. So, Miss Ethel Smith, congratulations on your new mug press. Come on, ring, baby. Yes, mother. Chris Moy, hello. How are you? Welcome. Dorothy Gaston, hello, how are you? Welcome. She says, oh no, your embroidery machine went to the other side. Oh no, that's horrible. You're searching for a new machine? They're out there, ma'am. I'm glad things have started ramping back up with production to be able to get an embroidery machine nowadays, because for a while they were hard to find. So hopefully you can find something pretty awesome. Chris Smith, Colabo. Hi, I had Wi-Fi issues, but so glad to see you. Well, we're happy to see you here too. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Ella Torre, hello. How are you? Marianne, hello. Charlene Mitchell, hello to you as well. Sylvia Young, hello to you as well. Lauren Turos, hi. Welcome. Justin's sister, everything under the sun. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, Justin's sister. We like having Pamela, as I call it, lovingly Pamela in the house. Got a lot of family in here. Susan Kern, good evening, good evening. Thank you. I appreciate that, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss Andrea Ross says she's got the mug press as well. So congratulations to you and your new mug press. Yeah. Congratulations, Holler. I'm surprised more of y'all ain't ringing that purple bell because usually y'all ring right along with me. But I guess we'll get ramped up because I'm sure you guys probably had the same problem I had. The time change slipped up on me. I didn't even know the time had changed until noon today. I was like, I just cannot get it together today. I don't understand. Like, y'all, I was laying out the clock in my car because I'm like, this stupid clock is an hour behind and I don't know why. What happened? Because I've been having a little bit of clock issues in there. I was like, this is stupid. I don't understand. And lo and behold, I'm like, duh, didn't know the time it went up. So, welcome. Hopefully, things will get y'all up and moving and jazzing once we get situated with this time change. Lauren Turo says she got the 70, 76, 72, 7210. Which one? That's a lot of numbers. Help me get it right because I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing of what you got. But congratulations on it. Let us know what it is so I can get it. Is that Epson? The Epson machine? We want to ring the bell for you. Miss Dorothy Gaston says she's looking into the Red Line Mini. That's going to be a really nice machine. It's multi-needle, large baby. So I look forward to ringing the bell for you on that. And Elaine Dickerson says, hello, everyone from Mississippi. Welcome from Mississippi. Thank you for joining us. So we are here at the 20-minute mark of our show. And so what I'm going to do is take a moment and go ahead and show you some of the things that DiTrans has sent us to sublimate. But before actually, now that I think about it, oh, the 7610, good, because I was like, I want to ring the bell for her before we get into it. Okay, cool. Congratulations on your 7610. Congratulations, Lauren. Yeah. Because you finna sublimate with us, girl. Holler. That's what's up. So let's get back into this Cricut mug press first. Let's talk about that. And the reason why I want to talk about that first, before we get into the sublimation blanks, is because the press is going to be a fundamental part of increasing your business for whichever, if you do decide to go into doing mugs, okay? So one of the questions that somebody just asked in here was, can you do larger mugs with this mug press, all right? So let's pull that information back up so that you can see what it says. So here is the, this is on Amazon. So Amazon is selling the Cricut mug press. And if you look at the information about it, let's scroll down, not this description stuff, because, you know, they're going to fluff right here. But let's go down to the nitty gritty product description. And as you see here, it says for use with infusible ink compatible mugs. However, if you come down a little bit further, it says for use with compatible sublimation mug blanks polymer coated. So as long as it has that poly coating, you can use it in this mug press. The other cool thing about this mug press is it says it's from 11 to 16 ounce straight wall only mugs, okay? Now that's important because most of the mugs that you see out in the market today are your basic mugs, all right? So here is a basic drinking mug, and it's 10 to 11 ounces, all right? So here is a sublimation mug, and there's no, it's not super big, but let me show you what a 15-ounce mug looks like. And so usually when you get customers, a lot of times this is the mug they're talking about. This is the most economical mug, all right? But here is the 15-ounce mug. So as you see, it's a good bit bigger. So the cool thing about the Cricut mug press is it does 11 ounce and it does the 15 ounce, which is a really good thing. So let me show you what I have over here on the side. Let me make sure it pulls up. Yes. So over here, I have my mug press. Uh-oh, I'm going to have an echo. Hopefully not, because I can hear myself. Let me turn this down. Let me know if it's double sound. And if it is, we'll cut the sound on the microphone. Let's see. Okay, so this is my industrial Notice I'm using air quotes, industrial mug press. So this mug press fits the 11-ounce mug, and it also fits the 15-ounce mug. Okay, so this is, you can get mug presses just like this off of Amazon as well. So this one is more, this is not, this is more commercial. That's the right word that I want to say. All right, instead of saying industrial. That's a more commercial based mug press. It's heavy duty. It has its sound is still awesome here, no echo. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know that. It's heavy duty and it's made to get these mugs pounded out back to back to back to back. Whereas Cricut's equipment can be used and it can be abused, because one thing I will say, I absolutely love my cutting machine, and I use it in business as well, and it hasn't, usually I don't have any issues out of it. So the mug press I think would be, last long and have some longevity. Not sure about the plastic lever that's on it, so let's go back to show you what I mean on that. So with this mug press, it has the lever, as you see right here. This lever is what you lift up on in order to open this little green door and then shut it back to seal in your mugs. Okay, so hopefully this won't go out. Hopefully they have that, a really nice little get up to keep it from wearing out, so to speak. But their mug press is supposedly designed to work with their infusible ink and whatnot, which is, it's fine. That's understandable. That's really cool. And as I mentioned, it's a great idea. I absolutely love sublimating mugs because, as you see, it can go in the dishwasher. You don't have to worry about this stuff coming off whatsoever. Sublimation is there for the long haul. All right. So now that we see this is the Cricut mug press, let's check one thing I wanted to show you. So the Cricut mug press is here, and the price on Amazon is $199.99. Now, Amazon is usually pretty comparable to the market out there. Very rarely with Cricut stuff is Amazon way more expensive. So you're looking at $200 for a mug heat press. All right, so let's take this same setting, the same mug heat press, and we're going to go up here and put it into Amazon, and let's take a look and see what else is out there. All right, so here's the Cricut mug press for $199. Here is a 12 by 15 professional swing away heat press, which I have that as well, with the additional attachments, and mug press is one of them for $169.99. All right, so not only do you get the detached mug press, you also get a hat press, you get a plate press, the whole kit and caboodle right here. Now, 9 times out of 10, this mug press, though, will be 11 ounces only, the smaller mug press. Most of these heat presses come with the smaller mug press cup, with the exception of like this one, which is $194.89. And right here, let's click on it because I want to show you what they offer with theirs. Notice their mug press here. They have 1, 2, 3 more cuffs to go with this mug press. Okay, so they have the cone shape, 2 of the cone shapes, a large one, a small one. Then they have what looks like the smaller cup mug, and it looks like the larger cup as well because there's 4 screws here, and usually this one, well, that has 4 screws too. So not sure, we'll have to read into the description of it to see if it will do the mug press. Let's see, we have hat mug press, 6-ounce mug, 11-ounce mug, cone. So this one only does the 11 ounces. All right, and then the smaller mugs. So if you take the time to look through Amazon, they do have, which this one looks exactly like the one that I have sitting over here, and it's a 2-in-1 mug heat transfer sublimation heat press machine with 2 mug attachments. So they have the cone and they have the regular mug, and then here's another better sub, and theirs looks just like mine as well. Let's click this one, and it says 11 ounce and 12 ounce. So this one doesn't do the 15 ounce mug, it doesn't look like. So certain things like that is what you will need to read into. Let's click on this better sub, because this one says 11 ounce as well. This one says 11 ounce. So from time to time, you'll come across the mug presses that will go larger than the 11 ounce. And in some instances also, you can purchase the larger cup to go with the machine that you have. So there's options out there. You just have to look and see what is. Oh, that's fancy, a red one. You just have to take the time to scroll through them and look. They even have double presses. Check this one out. This one is $230. So you're talking about an extra $30, even though right now I'm a little leery because it has 14 stars, so I would have to read into it a little bit more. But this is a double mug press, so that you can do 2 mugs at one time if you wanted to for an extra $30, right? And then you also have other cuff sizes that would go with this one, including what looks like the cone shape. And when we're talking about the cone shape mug cuff, what the cone shaped mug cuff would do is the mugs like this, where it has this taper to it. So in this instance, the flat regular mug press wouldn't work. You would have to have that cone cuff to wrap around this particular type of mug. And this is a sublimation mug as well. Everything that I'm going to show you guys is found at DiTrans.com. I put a link in the description below for DiTrans. They have thousands of sublimation blanks, thousands of them. Okay. One of the other things, and I meant to look this up, that folks have been, as I've heard through the grapevine, I haven't seen it for myself, have been fighting over the mugs at Michael's. Like, some people go in, they buy the mug press, and they clear out the shelves of all the mugs, or buy tons and tons of the mugs. And I think even Joann's had something like, I'm going to get one free or something. They had some kind of insane sale on those mugs, and it made it very affordable for the mugs. Let's take a look at what these mugs generally run on Amazon. Shin mugs. Let's see. So if we switch over to here, let's take a look at the price. So here you have a set of 6 12-ounce mugs for $30, which I'm not too sure about that price. The price is a little high. We have a case of 36 blank 11-ounce sublimation mugs. These are the smaller mugs, your standard mugs. 36 of them for $66. So y'all know how I am with math. I have to pull out the calculator and tell you what the breakdown is of that one. Let's see if we can pull up the calculator. Where are you? You got 36 mugs divided by 66, I think. Hold on. My thing is... Uh-oh, did my sound go out again? Am I talking to myself again? Hold on. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Sound is still awesome here. Okay, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. It seems like y'all would have hollered at me by now. But that could have been an earlier message that I was looking at. But at any rate, so here we have mugs. You got 36 of them for $66.99. I think if I click on this, it'll break it down for me. But this is, you know, your standard pricing, but you also have shipping added to it because this is weight. All right, it's heavy, so you can't just get your mugs and they not add to the charges because of the weight of them. Tons and tons of sublimatable mugs available here on Amazon. They even have the color changeable mugs here as well. Now, keep in mind on DiTrans, DiTrans have the sublimation mugs as well that change color. Here's a blank color changing mug. Let's see how much this one is. If you get your wholesale pricing on these are $3.75 per mug. Okay, for the color changing mug. And if you get your classic basic mug, let's see, I think this one is the basic mugs. Blank ceramic mug, you're looking at $3.25 for that one. Here's a 15 ounce, it's $5.38 for that one. 11 ounce right here. Blank ceramic mug is $5.05 for that one. And here's a Sublimation blank ceramic mug, 11 ounce. This one is $1.34 per mug here. And this mug here is the soup mug. It's $6.70 per mug. And then here's another 11 ounce, the Gator. This is a new brand for them, the Gator mugs, and they're $1.14 per mug. Now, of course, with DiTrans, you'll have shipping, but this is Conde, and they have way more blanks available to you, so you can throw in some other stuff in addition to mugs. But I definitely wanted to show you guys that mugs are out there. They're available. You don't have to have just the Cricut mug. There's no need to fight over mugs. It really isn't. The price is good, though. There's no need to fight over it. So hopefully folks will calm down some and understand that there's more than enough mugs out here for everyone. But the cool thing is, because mugs can be a good source of income, all right? They're customizable. You put whatever you want on it, and it just makes a really great gift, especially for your tea and coffee drinkers, which most people are one or the other. Most people, okay? So let's get into some of the awesome blanks that they've sent to us. I've already shown you just your basic 11 ounce mug, and we're going to sublimate these tonight. So we're going to sublimate this mug. Oh, and before I forget, we also have Haiku. These guys were awesome to send us sublimation ink, and they asked that we let you guys know they're offering a deal for us, and I'll put the deal in the description below if you want to check out Haiku on Amazon and get your ink lickety split. And we also have a 15 ounce mug. We'll sublimate this one as well with the black handle and the black rim. DiTrans, awesome sauce. We appreciate that. They were also really cool, as I pointed out, with the soup mug, but we won't be sublimating this one. So they sent us the soup mug, but the soup mug is too big for my mug press. Now, I can sublimate it in the oven. The oven is over there. It is set up, but we'll have to get the mug wrap and or either shrink wrap, either one. And that's going to take some time. So we'll see. If we have enough time, we'll throw the soup mug in the oven. But if we don't have enough time, then we'll have to skip that. They also were awesome and sent us this super cute little treat jar. It's like totally adorable. And then, of course, you can use it for more than just a treat jar. Like this could be a pencil jar. It could be for anything, little trinkets, whatever you want it to be. But they sent it as a treat jar. So this is really cool. This can go in the mug press because it's round, it's straight-sided. So we can actually sublimate this as well. And the reason why they sent us a treat jar, which was really cool, they also sent us some doggy shirts. Oh my god, the coolest thing ever. So we have small size, we have medium size, and we have large size. So I think this will fit my lily pup, so I'm not sure. We'll sublimate. I don't know that we'll have time to sublimate this. If we do, we'll throw it on these heat press, but if we don't, keep in mind they also have doggy shirts, which is the coolest thing ever. Coolest thing ever. So we also, as I mentioned, we have this. This isn't ceramic. This is stainless steel, or the steel tumbler with the poly side, so that this could be sublimated. But I don't have my. I do have a cone press, but I don't have it in here, so we won't be doing this one. But the reason why I'm pointing this out earlier, like this, you couldn't do in the Cricut mug press. Like I also have little shot glasses. You can't do this type stuff in the Cricut mug press. This would have to go in the sublimation oven. Now, what you might be able to do is tumblers. It depends on how big this is when you put it in your mug press. All right, this looks like this is going to be entirely too big to go into my mug press. I'm not sure because see, look at the it's close. All right, I don't know if you can see that me putting that in there. And the cool thing about this mug press and the Cricut mug press, this mug press I can just twist the knob to make it larger or smaller to adapt to fit, different size media that we're going to put in there. And the Cricut mug press looks like, the little handle kind of like self-adjusts it to the size difference between the 11 ounce and the 16 ounce. Don't know. I don't have one, so we haven't tried it. And I really was considering getting one just to show you guys the mug press and how it works, but I have this mug press, so it's like, do you really want to buy something else and have it sit there? And have it here in the studio? It's like, man, let's not do that. So we also have tumbler. Is this the right one? Let me make sure of what I'm telling you. So we also have what's called a tugger. So this is a stainless steel tugger. All right, and it's 11 ounces. This is a silver one. So it's a super cute little itty bitty mug, right? So you can use it as its own drink, drink cup as by itself, or you can add this additional ring to it and use it as a can koozie. So it can be either or, which is really neat, because that's one of the things. I saw the can koozie or the can holders, and I was like, okay, that's cool, but the only thing it does is hold the can, unless I take the ring off and just drink with it there. But they were forward thinking, DiTrans.com as well, and you can add the optional drink lid and use it as that, and then switch out. So that's really cool. So they sent us a silver one, and they also sent us a white one as well. So these you will be able to sublimate in the mug press, all right? Because in most instances with these mugs, these tuggers, or even if you have a tumbler around about the same size, usually we sublimate just this top part. Because if you're trying to sublimate all the way down this angle here, even with shrink wrap, your shrink wrap is gonna, what's the word? It's gonna wrinkle, and it may not turn out. You can try. I'm not gonna tell you not to try, but you can try it. But I know this lip is gonna give you a little bit of a problem. You could sublimate just this part down here. So you could press this in your mug press first, and then adjust the mug press to press just this, and put just this in the mug press, and do something separate. That's an option as well if you wanted to. But yes, this can go in the mug press, and it should even fit in the Cricut mug press. All right, so we have several things that we're going to play with today. Oh, and I almost forgot because they were down below the mug press box. They also sent us some totally adorable ornaments, right? Totally adorable. So with the little hanger to go with it, we have a square, we have an oval, and we also have this oval shape as well without the scallop on the edge. So this is cool for, which if you stop and look at it, it's really neat how it goes together. So you have the ornaments, you have the treat jar, and you have the pet shirts. So this could make a really nice gift set to a pet mother or pet father. And you could do, Fido's name on the pet jar, and then make a shirt that matches, and then do a little ornament with the dog's name and give this to the family. So it's a really cool set the way they put it together. I'm really excited to get sublimating on this stuff. And I think we're going to have an awesome time. So let's see what we've got going on. One of the things, let me double check with the chat and make sure I'm not missing any questions. Hey, Scooby-Doo, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, that's what's up. Let's see. Pat Sayin says, is the press worth it? So in that instance, Whether or not the press is worth purchasing is going to be a personal decision. All right. So yes, the price point is pretty high. It's $199, but I mean, it's Cricut. You're gonna get the name. You gotta pay for that name. And the fancy, sleek little case that it's in, and the way it looks. It does look actually gorgeous. I would love to have it just because of the way it looks, but it's not practical. Y'all got a mug press. So you can do the industrial looking route, or you can go the super fancy looking route, but you're gonna pay for the fancy looking route. It's just, that's how that cookie is gonna crumble. So you're paying for the name, you're paying for the sleek look, but you're also paying for the fact that you can easily adapt between 11 ounces and 16 ounces. In my opinion, that's actually phenomenal. Okay, because it's not really super easy if you're on Amazon and trying to get that lower price point. It's not super easy to get that lower price point where you can adapt between the smaller and the larger. It's just not. So if you think you'll be doing enough mugs or tumblers or tuggers or treat jars where it's going to generate some income, I'm pretty sure that that mug press will make its money back up to you fairly quickly. Now, of course, you have to take into account the cost of your blanks. You know what I'm saying? How many of these treat jars do you have to do and sublimate in order to make money to pay off that $200 for the Cricut press? Those are the type of questions that you really would have to ask yourself. And then in that instance, you would actually have to sell them. So if you make a bunch of these and they don't sell, then you're not making your money. But I think this would actually sell. I really do. Number one, especially the treat jar. Okay, so on my own personal tangent on this, coffee mugs, yes, there are serious coffee drinkers out there. They would love to have their coffee mugs. We get that. But folks love their pets. Okay, pets are like end all be all. You don't talk junk about my dog, you gonna get beat down type situation. Folks love their pets. Okay, so a little treat jar with the little Fido's name or the doggy's picture on it, and a little shirt to go with it. You almost can't not sell pet stuff. You know, it's got to be difficult to not sell your pet things. So look into the pet jars. And like I said, even if you get some and they don't work out like pet jars, then these are easily marketable as something entirely different. It could be a pencil jar or something to hold baby passies or something, anything. I just threw that out there. I know that sounds crazy, but there are options out there. So yes, I think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it. I really do. But it is an investment, and with some of y'all folks getting stimulated this week, that may not be a bad purchase to me. All right. So Alice Rigby, hello, welcome. Dana, sorry, from Florida, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Dana Pendarvis, welcome. Scooby Doo, welcome. Simone Langley says she got hers today and played with it, so that means we got to ring the bell for Miss Simone. Woo! Congratulations on your mug press. I'm trying to tell y'all, I know several of y'all are gonna come in here and be like, I got it too. And I'm like, hey, we gotta ring the bell again. Gail says, is that a standalone system? If you're talking about my heat press, my mug press, yes, it's by itself. This one I don't have to hook to or take apart my 5-in-1. I have a 5-in-1 as well that has a mug press attachment, but this particular model that I showed earlier, which I can switch back over to it, but it is its own mug press. Okay, so that is standalone. I don't have to have the heat press. This is a mug press. It's nothing else that's a mug press. So yes, that is its own unit. So it was I think an excellent investment. And at the time I had an order for, I want to say it was 500 mugs. It was a ton of mugs, y'all. I was dreaming about mugs for days after that order. But I needed to crank out mugs, you know what I'm saying? And when I was trying to use the silicone wraps and put them in the oven, it didn't work, y'all. I burnt up, or not burnt up, but it didn't print properly several mugs. It wasted a lot of mugs. I was so upset. So once I went and got that mug press, it was done. I didn't have to. I had a mug press, that mug press going, and the one that came with the 5-in-1 going, and with the two of them cranking out mugs back to back, I was able to get through that order pretty quickly. So yes, that is a standalone unit. Let us see. Let's see. Going back to make sure I don't have any questions. Inspiration Creations. Cricut is upsetting a lot of people right now for their announcement that their design space is only going to let us upload 20 designs a month unless we buy a membership. So yes, that is a hot topic. Not really. That's a hot topic. And I will say I have two different opinions on that for two different reasons. I definitely, first and foremost, totally understand where they're coming from and why they are doing that. What I'm going to say is I'm going to put a pin in that, and we'll come back to that conversation with our after hours part of the show closer to 11 so that we can get back onto the sublimation. But that is a pretty hot topic. If you remind me, I'll let you know my thoughts on it, but for right now, we're going to switch back to sublimation because if I get on that soapbox, it's going to take some time. Let's see. I need more distractions from working tonight. Sorry, Hardy. Marge Campbell, hello. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Give the hubby a hug for us. Simone Langley, will it do the water bottles too? Again, with the mug press, but you know what? That's something I need to look at on the Cricut because I didn't notice that and I meant to look at it. It says this, see, it's only giving us diameter. It's not giving us height. And that's something I would like to know. I don't know if someone has their mug press, if you could take a moment and measure from, there should, if I'm looking at this press correctly, there's a little plate, a little round raised section at the very bottom. I'd be interested too to know if that's heated, because if that's the case, you could also possibly sublimate the bottom of the mug. But there's a little round plate in the bottom. If you'll measure from the bottom of, from that plate to the top of the rim, not the white rim, but the green inner rim that wraps around the mug, we can tell just how tall of a tumbler or water bottle you could actually do. Because the diameter is important, yes. Like for instance, let's go back up to the diameters. It says 82 to 86 millimeter diameter mugs. Okay, so 82 to 86 millimeter diameter mugs. Now this is a, like I said, this is the little tumbler, and here's our millimeter ruler thing. So we're gonna go, well, that doesn't look right. 82 to 86 millimeters. That doesn't seem right. I'm not trusting that 82 to 86 millimeters. Or 9 times out of 10, I'm not looking at my do fly sheet correctly, because this is centimeters. And 82 to 86 seems awfully small, because this is 206, no, 260 centimeters, no, millimeters. My husband is my math person with measurements, but I know this is way bigger than what they're saying. I need to check out my millimeters. Y'all know I'm not a math person, so we gonna put a pin in that too. But I do want to know the height, because that's going to be a major question that most people are asking, and they don't have the height listed here. And no one has asked that question on Amazon, so I don't have an answer for that. As far as, is this too tall, which it shouldn't be, because this is a much taller mug. You see what I'm saying? So is this going to be able to sublimate from the lip all the way down to the base? Or is it going to cut it off, say, right around in here and only this height, that much. So those are questions that you would have to have the MUC press in order to answer. And it's so many of y'all in here who have it that could answer that question. So let's see if someone put that in there. No one has answered that yet. So we'll see. 4 3/4. 4 3/4. 4 inches and 3/4. So let's take a look at this one. Am I understanding you right, Simone? That sounds right. That sounds right. Because here we go. This mug, from all the way from the bottom of that black line on the lip of this mug, all the way down to this bottom rim, this is 4 1/4. Okay, so the mug press will press this height of a mug. Okay, but this tumbler, if it went this wide, this tumbler you're looking at, this is 4 inches just for this part, this wide part right here. So if it could go this wide, open up that wide, it definitely could sublimate this height. You see what I'm saying? So there are perks to it being self-adjusting. Again, here we have this smaller tugger, and this one is 3 1/4 down to, from the lip down to this first ridge. So you could sublimate this and then sublimate the bottom separately. So yeah, you could do a taller, here we go. You can do a taller cup or whatever. But here's a water bottle. Now, I can't remember if this one is, I don't think this one is a sublimation. This one I was going to do with rhinestone. So this is not sublimation. But if you wanted to do this one, I don't know that it would go this skinny in the Cricut press. In case it could, let's show you the difference in height here. So this one here is 4, what did she say, 4 3/4? This is 4 3/4 here from the top down. So you're missing 2 inches that you would be able to sublimate if you were to put this in the Cricut press. So setting it down in the Cricut press, you'll only be able to sublimate up to here on this water bottle. So this is all you would be able to sublimate. So in that instance, you would have to press twice. And the way you would be able possibly to do that is to, of course, take the lid off because it's plastic, it will melt, and put it in upside down and sublimate this half separately. Possibly. Alright, so there's several ways to skin cats, although we like our cats to have fur. But there's several ways to accomplish things if you're pretty darn determined. The thing is, you would have to play with it and try it out. And y'all know I'll try out some of anything. Alright, so guys, turn the tumbler upside down. The drawback from a vertical mug press is that you're limited to that height. The horizontal mug press will allow you to do more. And the industrial one, like the one that I showed you guys on Amazon, it was the double press. It actually had a much longer cup that you could adapt to put in. You remember I showed you it came with other cups with that particular press, and one of them was a much longer cup that you could put in with it. Sorry, just joining, but the mug press is only able to use straight side mugs. Right, that is correct. I own the mug press and used it several times. She's so crafty. Showed a hack with it. Heads up, Eve. No, you cannot sublimate tall or wide in the Cricut press. Been watching others demonstrating it. Thank you to Andrea, and thank you, Kimber. So these taller ones, she said 4 3/4. 4 3/4 is just basically your 15-ounce mug. For the most part, that's about your limit with that one. All right. Do you guys talk about what type of paper to use for sublimation? Monica says I generally use A-Sub. That's on Amazon. I haven't had any issues out of A-Sub yet. No issues from A-Sub yet. And A-Sub has come through for me on all types of substrates. Mugs, tumblers, shirts, glass cutting boards. I haven't yet to have an issue with the A-Sub paper. So that's what I pretty much use. Hi, Bobby Morris. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Renee Reed, welcome. And Gorgeous Rose, always welcome. Beautiful Soul, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member, and thank you for joining us this evening. And Embroidery Diva. Melody Wilcox says, I got an Epson 2720 and a 9x9 Easy Press, but both are in the box, fighting with the embroidery machine all day today. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear about fighting with the machine, but we'll celebrate with you on your heat press and your 2720. Congratulations. That's what's up. I'm working my way back through the chat. I apologize. Nora, 22,000. Greetings to you from Northern California. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I really appreciate it. Lawrence Rose, welcome. He's in the building and can't text. Okay, hey Justin, how are you? Welcome for joining us. Let's see. Did I say hey to Monica Torres? Yes, I think I did, but if I didn't, hey Monica, how are you? EJ's daughter, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Group member. Pearl Lucas, welcome. Let's see. Use that skimmy and get that mug press, Harmony says. Huh, hilarious. A lot of fun. A lot of folks are going to be spending and buying some really cool stuff. The other reason why I'm going into this is because I do know this is a investment in your business, and you can make money with it, as we're going to show you tonight. So let's go ahead. Ethel Smith got a new grandbaby yesterday. Congratulations on the baby. Yes. Marianne, does it come with the mugs, or do they sell them on HSN? Oh, they're selling it on HSN? Do you have to have a Cricut cutter to use the Cricut mug press? Good question. I don't think you should. That's crazy if you can't use it as a standalone. So is there a for those who have the Cricut mug press, can you use it by itself? Does anyone know if you can use something you print out with sublimation? Yes, you can. And can you mix Cosmos ink and Haiku ink? I have mixed inks without any issues. That's my experience. But a lot of folks are saying drain your ink, or I try to use up as much as I possibly can before adding more ink, but I have mixed inks without any issues. I saw someone do mugs in the oven. Yes, she used 3 sheets of plain paper on the outside and masking tape. She pulled it tight and taped it, no problems. You can do that. You can do that. You can sublimate with plain paper, but I have found the best results come from using sublimation paper. I've shown that a couple of times here on the show, where I have 2 keychains where I did one with plain paper and one with sublimation, and the print quality is quite considerably different. But you can see the plain paper print quality. It is there. Preston Polish, you helped me fix my brother SE400. The new bobbin case fixed my issue. Yes, girl, yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of times that's a really simple fix, and a lot of people don't realize. That bobbin case is super important too. And if you break a needle, 9 times out of 10, you nick that bobbin case. And when you start having issues after that, that's usually what it is. So congrats. I'm glad you got it fixed, packed, pressed, and polished. All right, y'all. So let us go into less than $2 each. Thank you, Miss Andrea Ross. Y'all know how I am with that. Let's go into our, Embroidery Diva. Have a new baby on Friday. You just got it, hopefully. 15x15 clamshell craft pro from Heat Press Nation. Congratulations! Yes! Congratulations on your heat press. Let's see, I was playing sublimation. I want to get into it. They said it sounds cool. Yeah, sublimation is awesome. I love sublimation. Let's show you just how awesome sublimation is. No, you have to register it through Design Space in order to use it. You don't. Okay, Simone, I appreciate that. I didn't think you had to cut anything with a Cricut press, so you don't have to have a Cricut Cricut cutting machine. You do have to have Design Space and register it, according to Kimber York. Thank you, Kimber. I appreciate that. And Simone Langley. So let's get into what we have here. And what I'm going to do is pull this over here. First and foremost, actually, let's move this to the side and then move this over. And I'm going to pull up my, first of all, I'm going to show y'all something. Let's see, did I print it out? Yes, it printed out. Okay, so, where are you? Y'all know how I am about um, one of my favoriteest websites, and I use them for some of everything. Let's go to this one. So we have Creative Fabrica. You guys know I promote Creative Fabrica hardcore. The reason why I create them hardcore is because Creative Fabrica is amazing when it comes to finding resources that you can use with commercial license that you can make money off of and not have to think super hard. Because one of the things I'm not good at, number one, is doing hair, and number two is designing things. That is not my strong suit, right? So I can come onto Creative Fabrica and I can go under graphics and I can pull up illustrations and look at the really beautiful things that you can sublimate on mugs. Like this totally adorable elephant would be super cute to do as like a mug, welcome to your new baby girl, and put the baby's name, birth date, weight, and whatnot. We always do all of that on blankets and blah blah blah. It would be cute on little mugs too. What? The new mother can sip her tea and look at the stats of her baby on the other side. Come on, y'all. You know we can do this. So you can make a birth stats mug. You got the mug press now, right? So come on, we gonna make this work, right? So you can do the cute little baby elephant if you have the Creative Fabrica subscription, all access subscription. You click on it. How much is it? It says download. That's all it says. You don't have to pay any more money. You have your all access pass. The all access pass is in the description below. You can click it, subscribe. You will not regret it. I promise you. I promise you, you won't regret it because there is too much available on this website for you to not be able to find something that you can use. It's too much. So if I wanted to put this elephant, all I gotta do is click download. I have the graphic. I can resize it. It's high quality. I don't have to worry about losing quality. Just resize it and put it on whatever I want, right? Okay. So we have the elephant. We've got gnomes. We've got girl power. We've got mindfulness. I mean, the graphics here are just amazing. You have your friends, girlfriends on the beach. You can put your own friends and put your names under the bums or above, whatever you want to do. All of this is available here on Creative Fabrica, and they have pages. And look at this. Look at this. 6,743 pages of illustrations that you can use commercial in your business to sell on mugs or whatever. All you gotta do is scroll. Look at this. This is beautiful. World's best mom. Tell me that wouldn't be adorable on a mug. And look, they even got it on the mug for us. Where's our mug at with the black handle and the black rim? Look at that. World's best mom right here. It's there for you. All you gotta do is press it on the mug. Alright. So go on to Creative Fabrica. I did today. And look at the bumblebees. That's super cute. I did today and I scrolled until I found something that stuck out to me. I'll see if I come across it. Hopefully I will. If I don't, I'll just click on it in my downloads. I absolutely love this one. That would be adorable in a nursery. That's pretty too. I love that watercolor um, horns on the elk. Y'all, if you get on Creative Fabrica, somebody came back and sent me, oh, that would be cute on the boat too. Somebody came back and sent me a message and was like, I was on there for hours and it's your fault. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you. I know stuff is pretty on there and it's awesome and it's easy. And you can get it, it will get away from you because you'll be like, oh, that's cute. And you download it. And then you'll be like, oh, that's cute. And then you download it. You're like, oh, that's cute. And next thing you know, your whole computer is filled up with images. And it's just like, oh my God, I didn't organize this. And so you got to go back and organize. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So I love these summer landscapes too. Those are super cute. Those would be cute on a mug. All right. So I don't see the one because I scrolled for a while before I got to it. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. See, it's a boy. That would be cute on a mug for a new mother. It really would. Okay, I don't see the, oh, here it is. Okay, cheerful flowers. This one, I was like, oh my God, that's adorable. So here are, you can get these individual flowers with it. It all comes with these individual flowers. It comes with the wreath. It comes with these two bouquets, and it comes with the long bouquet. All right, and here's an example of it on a shirt. So what I did was I took it and put it on a mug. Let's see if this works. Nope, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work either. Let's go to Zoom and do it the easy way. Did I zoom in or zoom out? I tell you, zoom in. Control. There we go. So this is what I made today. Embroidery sews calm in my soul. I just sat here and came up with that. I don't know if that sounds awesome to y'all. Because like I said, I am not a designer in the least little bit. But I thought this was really pretty. And this can go on one side of the mug, and then this on the side, and this on the opposite side. So I figure what we'll do is print us the first mug. Just a really simple mug. And I did print it out already. And I'm going to go ahead and cut my super loud heat press mug press on, and there is my printout. And of course, when you're doing sublimation, you have to mirror, and there's a lot of waste on here because I printed it and didn't utilize, like, do more than one on this sheet, but that's what I came up with. And as soon as I find some scissors, we're going to cut this out better. All right, so all I did in order to create this for my mug, okay, is I took the individual designs. As you see, there's the long flowers. I duplicated the long flowers. There's the one set of flowers, and then there's the wreath, and then I put my letter E in the middle. And I put this on in Photoshop. I use Adobe only because I use Adobe for video editing, so I'm used to the interface. So that's what I use. And I did the type tool, which is over here in the left hand pane, and then type this out in my font choice, and that's that. It was just that simple. The square around here, if you purchase the mugs from DiTrans.com, they will send you the links to templates where you can download templates to use in your editing software to know how to set up the layout on your mugs, on your treat jar, on your soup jar, on your tugger that they sent. So all of that is available for you if you purchase from DiTrans. All right. So what I'm doing now is, because I don't have the scissors right here, before I get up and go get them, I'm just going to tear this down some, and then it makes it easier for me to cut it. So now I have it cut out. Now I'm going to trim away this black line here, the border, because I don't want that line on the mug. And if you don't have the template, if you just bought some mugs off of Amazon, they're not going to send you a template usually. So in order to determine what you need to make and do your, it's beeping because it's hot and ready. And it's going to keep doing that and get on my nerves. So let's do that real quick. You can get your tape measure, and you can measure and lay out a rectangle just like you saw. And the rectangle would need to be the height of where you want to imprint, which this would be 4 1/4 maximum. And then you can go from the edge of the handle all the way around with your tape measure to the other handle, the other side, and this one comes out to, whoops, couldn't see, I should have did it the other way. Take it all the way around the mug like you're measuring your waistline. and you will come out with 9 and roughly 9 and I'll say 9 3/4, right? So your rectangle needs to be 9 3/4 by whatever the first one was that I've already forgotten because I dropped the tape measure. 9 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so you can set up your own templates in a lot of instances and figure out where you want to put your stuff. But I think the template from DiTrans, which we'll pull it up, has even showing you where the center is and the different panels on either side of the mug so that you can line up your designs that way as well. All right, so let's get you switched over up. Let's see. No, that wasn't a question for me. E, what I meant by paper on the outside, after printing your design, regular sub paper, wrap that design in 3 sheets of regular paper. Oh, sweet, to control the bleeding and secure tape. Okay, cool. Yes, you really should put blowout paper. That's what that's called in sublimation world. Blowout paper. It will help make sure that once we wrap this, once we wrap this around the mug, what's going to happen is your mug, your heat press is going to heat this paper and sublimate the ink onto the mug, right? Well, as it heats this ink, the ink is turning into a gas to be absorbed by the poly coating. So not only is it going to go towards the mug, but it's also coming back to the back side of the paper. So you'll notice, like right now, you can barely see the imprint on the other side. Once we take it out of the mug press, you'll be able to see that a lot better because it's going to bleed back through. Well, what will happen if you don't put blowout paper around this or another sheet of paper or two over the top of this in the mug press, what will happen is it will imprint onto the cup of the mug press, onto the cuff rather, and you won't be able to get that out. And it could imprint on the next thing that you put into your mug press. So you definitely want to make sure that you're putting blowout paper on your projects when you do your sublimation. All right, so I'm going to, I like the way that's lined up on this side. Don't necessarily like the way it's lined up on that side, but who cares? You also will need to invest in heat tape. And that's what this is. This is heat tape. And you definitely want to have some because heat tape is what's going to hold your thing to your mug, your paper to your mug. Now, some heat tapes, you got to be careful. Some El Cheapo heat tapes will leave yellow on your mug, and that's pretty tragic if you see it. So try to make sure that you make sure it's good and smooth to the mug, but make sure that you pay attention to do one on a cheapo plastic, on the cheapo mug first to see if it transfers, and if it does, hush. If it does, then you won't use this anymore. That thing, I tell y'all, you know what? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've used it. I can't remember how to shut it up. So I'm just going to put another sheet of sublimation paper on here only because it's right here. And I forgot to take the, I forgot to cut the rectangle off. So that sucks. But we're going to put more tape. You know what? I'm going to have to fight the heat press, y'all. Whoops. So that's going to annoy me. Alright, so I got this, and let's switch over our camera. And then y'all can see me shut this thing up. Hush. And you still ain't hushing. It's been forever since I used this. So there we go. So we're going to, I think this is not tight enough. So I just turn this and it pulls it out some. And then we set it in, and then we close it up. Alright. Is it countdown? No, it's not. Y'all, I'm gonna fight a heat press. I forget how to use this thing. My aunt learned how to use it and she taught me. But for right now, it's in there. We're going to set a different timer. So with the mugs, generally mugs are like 3 to 5 minutes. It depends on the mug. So what I'm going to do is go onto the DiTrans website and look at the timing it suggests, because they do tell you that much. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So we're going to do 4 minutes on this thing because it's already been in there for 30 seconds. So let's set a Google timer for 4 minutes. Alright, so beeps will get annoying. Yes, I gotta figure out how to that person's like a kid that keeps saying mom, mom, mom. Yeah, I can't do it, y'all. I don't have patience like that anymore. So we're gonna let that work. I have the countdown on whatever the name of my website is. Let's get you switched back over to more. And then what we're going to do is get a design set up for our treat jar, because the treat jar is super cute. I'm really excited about that, and I need to make sure of the diameter before we get that going. Oh, and our tall mug. I already have a design in mind for that one. So let's see. I'm going to pull that one up because I love that design. And then I'm going to switch it over to see it, because this one is on Creative Fabrica as well. And this one, I love this. This is super cute. I am a Star Wars buff, and this is on Creative Fabrica. So I'm making this for myself, and this is what I'm going to put on my mug with the black handle. Super excited about that. Y'all, this thing is over here counting down, and I didn't even do it. But it's alright. I got my own countdown going on right here. We got 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. But here is another design that I have, and I'm going to put that on, as I mentioned, my 15-ounce mug. So we're going to do that. And let's go back to graphics, because they also have this graphics tab where you can do backgrounds, coloring pages, graphic templates. I had clicked on illustrations earlier. Patterns is really cool, because with patterns you can just get have papers made or have your own fabric made, or as you see, this is patterns that can go on a tumbler or a mug. This is totally adorable as you see it on a mug. That's super cute. So they have patterns as well, but the just your regular graphics, it pulls up like the illustrations too, but it also has sayings and stuff like family, the farmhouse bundle. So I also want to show you what they have on sale, because I want to put this on a mug too. If you go to, they have a sales section. Where is it? Here it is. Popular crafts design. This one, family, house, kids, grateful, blessing. Even though my kids are grown and gone, but this would be cute to go on the mug. I choose you and still choose you over and over. This love you to the moon and back, and the family one, and some see a weed, some see a wish. These three I know for a fact are like 60 something cents. They're on sale. They're on sale on their website. So if you don't have a Creative Fabrica membership, they do often offer specials, designs on specials, and I thought this one was really cute. That would go on a mug as well. So we're going to do that one also. So let's get you to where we can do another design. Where is my timer? My timer is 13 seconds, y'all. So let's switch you back over to the mug press cam. And I don't have gloves on me, so let me go grab gloves if this timer finishes up. And I have gloves from Dollar Tree. And this thing is going to beep here in a minute and get on our nerves. I'm warning you ahead of time because this is at 16 seconds. These came from Dollar Tree. You got to be careful with them because they'll leave a black mark on the porcelain of the mug, the ceramic. So, I knew it. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, so here's our mug. We're going to let it cool just a smidge before I start because you know this is a little bit brown. Let me peel this off actually. See, look how this was plain sublimation paper. And you see how it bled through to this layer as well. So that's why you need blowout paper. That's why you need blowout paper, because that will transfer to the inside of your press and you don't want that. Okay. And here's our mug. And I can go ahead and peel this off so that you can see. And that's why I didn't want that purple line, but it doesn't look too bad. The purple line that I use to determine where to lay my graphics. But as you see, it sublimates beautifully. Just absolutely beautiful. And like I mentioned, these are at DiTrans.com. And you should be able to use these in your Cricut press. Okay? So no need to go to Michael's and fight the other women's at the Michael's over the press. Please don't do that. All right, so I'm going to set this down on my ceramic floor on the tile so that it will cool off. And we're going to put this in the trash. And as you see my heat press, I don't know how well you can see that sucker is counting down so it can beep at us again. Y'all, I tell you, it's difficult dealing with different pieces of equipment and having to memorize how to use them all. All right, so that was one. So easy peasy, right? The Cricut press should be just as simple. So let's go back to let's do the Jedi one actually. So I'm gonna switch you over to here, to this one. And I've already done this, which it turned out absolutely beautiful. So we're going to delete that layer. We're going to delete this layer. And we're going to delete that layer. I'm going to delete soul, embroidery souls, yeah, delete that, and delete that. But I'm keeping this rectangle. And the reason why I'm keeping the rectangle is because I can resize this for my larger mug. All right, so we said that the larger mug was 4 1/4, if I'm not mistaken, 4 1/4 tall. So I'm going to make this right now 3 3/4. So I'm going to change this to 4.25. So it's now taller. And all the way around, it was 9 1/4, if I'm remembering correctly. So let's go all the way around. And it was, we can actually go to 10 inches, but I'm going to do 9 3/4. So right now it's 8 3/4, so let's just put a 9. Make life simple. So here is my space for the Jedi saying. And I'm going to probably go unconventional. Usually people put a design on just the front side of the cup and the back side. I don't know, we might do that. I'll have to see how it fits when I start to put it in. But I'm going to go to File and I'm going to place Embedded, because that's where I want to put my design. And where's my Jedi? Right here. And I want the PNG. I'm going to put place. And it's going to come in super colossal, and that's entirely too big, so we'll resize it down. And I'm going to shut this up. Give ourselves another 200 40 seconds. Alright, so here is, you know what? I could put it on both sides only because that's what I love. But yes, here is my design that I want. Let's see what it looks like if I stretch this out. Ew, don't like that, but that's okay. Alright, and what you can do here is we can go to edit and copy and then click off of it and edit and paste, and we can put 2 so that it's on both sides. Or I could go out and find some really cool lightsaber images or a Jedi image, or one of my favorite Jedi folks, a picture. Ooh, Vader. No, Vader's not a Jedi. Drats. If I was a Sith, I need to have one that says a Sith, so I can put Vader on there. But I'm going to do just one side for right now. So we're going to print this out. And here's my box that's there. Again, I have the box so that I'll know where to cut and trim this paper. So this time when I print it out, I'm not going to I'll grab some scissors while I put the paper on the machine so that I can cut it out properly this time. And yes, I know it's a bit of a waste of this 17 by 11 paper, but to keep from swapping stuff over on the machine, that's what I am doing. So we're going to print that out. I grab my scissors this time. And we're going to, that should print actually really quickly. And let's switch it back over. And I'm going to go back to the chat while that prints, which it won't take long to print at all. Echo Tanks, yes. Echo Tanks is an awesome printer to use, so thank you guys for answering those questions. The sewing Brett, I am using Adobe Photoshop. I do the monthly subscription for Adobe Photoshop because I use the Premiere Pro for editing. It just made sense to keep using that line of stuff. I may switch to Corel soon. I don't know, because I'm going to be using Corel with a different program soon, so we'll see how it goes. Do you apply sublimation coating to the Dollar Tree mug? I did not do a Dollar Tree mug. This mug came from DiTrans.com. DiTrans.com. Everything that we're doing tonight is from DiTrans. So their stuff is already coated for sublimation. You don't have to do anything at all to it. Dollar Tree, if you get a mug from Dollar Tree, you will have to coat it with something in order to sublimate the mug. And it just depends on what mug you get and what you sublimate it with. There's like poly coating that you can buy, but I haven't heard of many people having success with that. It really is easier, less headache, less stress. I mean, the mugs aren't super expensive now. I mean, at one point mugs were kind of costly, but they're not that expensive anymore. It's just better to go ahead and buy the right thing and do it the right way, honestly. All right. Not going to get on my nerves today. Okay, so I have some lines in mine. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if that comes through. It's printed out with lines, so that's telling me my print heads really need to be cleaned. And there's some over bleeding on that. I don't like. Oh, I know why that's there. I don't like that. We're gonna have to print this out again because I refuse. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys what I'm looking at. Now that I'm looking at it closer. So first of all, there you go. You can see the lines now. First of all, those lines are unacceptable. I'm not going to put that on my mug. And then second of all, I doubt you'll be able to see it, but around the lettering, let's bring it out a little bit. Somewhere around that lettering, there's bleeding, like a faint overspray almost. That's what the word I'm using, but that's not what that is. What that is the print, because the background is not clear. The background is white. If I'm looking, let me look at this and make sure I'm not telling y'all wrong, incorrectly rather. Yes, the background is white. So let me show you how I can tell. Let's switch you over to Photoshop. So here is my design, and the background of my page is white. So I'm going to change this background by hiding it and make the background transparent. And as you see, the inside of this design is still white. So essentially what my printer was trying to do was, it's like this is a picture of some sort. Whoever created this, it's like this is a picture, and that's not good quality. So this background really needs to be removed, and see if that cleans it up some. So they have an eraser tool. Let's do the magic eraser tool, and it's going to be rasterized, and let's block that, and now it's clear, transparent background. So make sure zeros, all zeros, letter A, the letter R, letter A, letter A. Let's make sure the letter R, letter A, letter P. So all I'm doing is going in and clearing out all these white spaces in my letters, so that hopefully I can squash that over print or overspray, so to speak, and get it where it will not look like that. And I'm going to try and print this again to see if that clears it up. So now the printer won't be trying to print black in the background, and we'll see if that fixes that problem. Uh-oh, y'all, it's 10:30. We end up talking and I don't get to sublimate everything like I want to. But at least you get to see the stuff. That's one of my favorite things. You get to see the blanks that are available to you. So let's hit print this time. And that's what I want on my black mug. I'm probably going to put it on the front and the back. So I don't know. We'll see if I can find some really cool sabers or something to go on the other side. And then for the treat jar, because I do really want to do the treat jar, so I'm going to see if I can find. That didn't sound good. Oh, my paper was folded when I got sucked into the machine. Alright, so let's find a picture. And then I'll switch you guys over. I absolutely love how you can go into your Google Photos and type in what you're looking for, and it's so smart, it pulls up images of what you're looking for. I absolutely love that. So I typed in dog, and now it's pulling up all the pictures of dogs that I have in my photo history. I wanted a specific picture, but I have to look at it. I just want to make this bad. I may have to scrap that out again. I was going to put a picture. I have 3 dogs, and I was going to put a picture of my dog on one dog in particular on the treat jar, but I don't think that would be cool, so I have to figure that out. Alright, so for the time being, let's look at the Jedi because it finished printing. and see if it looks better. The Jedi does not look better, but the bleeding around the letters looks a little bit better. So that kind of tells me if you do a printout and the printout doesn't look the best, it's a good possibility that the image isn't of high quality. So this looks like something that I would want to recreate, so to speak. Try and find just this wording here online somewhere in a better quality, and then type all of this out myself and make it in Photoshop. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing because I'm not doing that at all. At all. Alright, so going back to, what time is it? 3:38. Let's go back to these books. Let's see if we can't find something cute really quick to use. Yeah, my chat is gone. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool, you guys are awesome sauce. Thank you. Alright, so how's kids, family, together, love, grateful. Love you to the moon and back. Ooh, I like that zebra. Color dripping horse. The zebra. I saw a design. Really, I knew you was gonna do that. Alright. I saw a design earlier that I absolutely love, and I gotta find it. Okay, so this is the main page. Let's go to. Oops. I think it was like page 4. 3 or 4. Let's go to 3 first. Because I am a sucker for giraffes. I saw that one, but it was another one. Ooh, hold on. What's this? Mega Sublimation Bundle 2. So Firefighter. Ooh, I like this piggy on the beach. That's cute. I'm nicer than my face looks. That's tragic. I always carry a little crazy with me. That's cute. A cow, firefighter. This light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. That's cute. Let's use the find joy in something. I can't see what that is. This is cute. This is a nice bundle. Not all who wander are lost. Some are moms hiding from their children. Ha! Me one is his grandchildren. Alright, I don't always tell people where I fish. When I do, it's a lie. That's tragic too. Oh, honey, I am that mom. So there are 24 designs in a bundle. So I like this. That's cute, but I would have to go through all of that. So for the time being, I'm going to add it to my favorites, like 541 other people have done, and I'll come back to that later because I want that giraffe. I got to find him again. Because I saw him somewhere and him was super cute. Oh, this is cute. You could put your name across this. So, am I into retro? I'm not into retro. Even though I could have showed you how that works. Y'all, we need more time. 2 hours is not enough when you're using Creative Fabrica. It just isn't. It's not enough time. Because I promise you, I can be here all night saying, "Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Ooh, I want that. Oh, that's cute. That's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Not my style, but it's cute." Okay, there's the. And here it is. I thought it was pretty because I like raccoons and I like giraffes too. Okay, so with this bundle, you get all of those flowers. You get all of these rafts and animals and llama. I think it was llama. Emu llama. Looks like a llama. So you get all of these pictures. This is the one I really want. It's that one there. And then all these pretty flowers with some purple. Y'all know that's my color. More frames, more pictures, more colors, more frames. Super cute. Love the frames. That's adorable. Those are beautiful. So you can create your own. You see what I'm saying? You can actually make your own style, your own. That's why I love this, man. Like, these could be car coasters. Used to be drink coasters. Used to be stickers like you see. And look, they printed that on the mug in the pattern. So you have options with this type of bundle. I absolutely love it, but that is super cute. I love that. So I'm definitely going to add that to my favorites, and I was going to put that on something because I wanted Jedi on my mug. I don't want that on the treat jar. Think, think, think. Let's put him on this stainless steel tumbler because y'all haven't seen the stainless steel yet, so that you can see what that looks like. Because um, stainless steel ends up sublimating different, and it looks different from the white. So it looks different from the white. So let's sublimate the pretty giraffe on this as soon as it's done. It's a pretty decent sized file. It's taking it a minute to download, and as soon as it's done, we'll put it in. Let's go ahead and get our measurements though. So the design up top is going to be roughly 3 inches. I'm going to stick with 3 inches and around. So we'll do 3 by 10. Okay, 3 by 10. And we'll put us something together to go on here. Now, the downside to doing tumblers without the handle, right? So in the mug press, this should be cool by now. Yes, it is. So in the mug press, the thing about the mug press, even with the Cricut, it doesn't envelop the entire mug because it takes into account the handle. So it just goes up to the handle. But with these tumblers and these tuggers, there's no handle. So you kind of want a full wrap usually to have a full coverage around this. So to compensate for that with what we're doing today, I'm just going to do the designs around it, but kind of space it so it doesn't look bad when it comes to the section where it's open for the handle to the space on the mug press. So I'm going to take this off. Like I said, it's 10 by 3. So let's change our Photoshop stuff. Here's our images. It downloaded, and here's everything looking super cute. I like the one with the flowers as opposed to the one without the flowers. And then we'll try and put something else on the back side. Oh, they already did the repeated pattern for you. That was totally awesome. I like that. That's great. I don't know which one I want now. Oh, decisions. Okay. So let's go into Photoshop. And we're going to bring the background back up because I want to be able to see this box better. And I'm going to hide the Jedi for right now. I'll come back to that later. I'm going to actually have to redo that. We've got less than 15 minutes, so let's see if we can't get this going. So we said that our rectangle needed to be 3 inches high by 10. Okay, so here's the space that we have to work with. So I'm going to place an embedded picture. Go back to our desktop, and here is our watercolor animals. And I'm going to pick the floral giraffe, and I'm going to place it, and it's going to come in huge. Look at that, that's adorable! Oh my god! I love it. Okay, so I'm going to make it small to fit my 3 inches, and I'm actually going to put it less than 3 inches. A little bit less than 3 inches, not quite 3 inches. Okay? That's super cute, totally adorbs. Alright, so now I'm going to place embedded, and I'm going to go back to my folder, and I think, oh my god, decisions. I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to put this one, and as you see, this one has a clear background, and you can tell because as you see it lays over the top of the giraffe and stuff, and you can see the giraffe behind it. So you want a transparent background for designs that you put on your stuff, okay? So we're going to bring that over here. Now 10 inches was the size all the way around, and we're not going to be able to go all the way around, so I'm not going to put anything that close to the edge, okay? And then I want my name to fit in here. So let's spread this out some. And I'm actually going to put, whoops, my nickname. So let's put our text box, and I'm going to put my nickname there. And I don't want that font, so I'm going to highlight it. I do like the purple, so I'm going to, actually, let's change this purple real quick. So this purple, here's the dropper, so I'm going to pick the purple of the berries, I think. Where are we? Let's go with this purple. Oh, that turned into pink. I don't want pink. There we go. Let's go with, nope, that's not dark enough. So we'll just leave it where it's at. We'll leave it that purple. It should look okay. So let's go to France, because I needed to zoom in really and find the color. And I'm going to scroll through and find a font. Now, they have tons and tons and tons of fonts on Stitchtopia. Stitchtopia, that's where embroidery. They have tons and tons of fonts on Creative Fabrica that you can use. But I don't have, I don't remember what all of them are because I have so many of them. So I'm just going to grab this font. Oops, I don't like that. It's all. Make it bigger this way and that way. And let's move it. That kind of dwarfs right there. It's not centered either. Let's see if that's more centered. That looks more centered. I would like to have more here, so, but I'm going to go with what I have because I'm going to limit to time. There we go. Let's make it just a little bit bigger. All right, so we have that, and around in here, all in here, let's add just a few more elements, just to add a little bit of flair before we run out of time. Let's see. They didn't have a giraffe like by itself. They had 2 giraffes, and I'm not feeling that. So let's put this here because that looks like a magnolia, which is one of my favorite flowers. We'll say yachts to that one. Let's place, what else do we have? We have these cute little fern thingy bobbies. We'll put one of these in here. Stretch this down, we'll make it skinny. Corner skinny. Whoops, that's not what I was trying to do, but you know, that goes with it. Alright, so, and then we'll find another flower, and we'll go with this little color right here. As you can tell what my favorite color is. So if you ever find something super cute in this color, you're more than welcome to send it to me. Alright, there's that. And we need to balance that. So let's see what else we got. Let's place one more thing. That looks like a magnolia too. Those little diddy dots are cute. Let's add these little diddy dots here. Berries. We like berries. Berries are good for us. Let's put that there. That covered up thing. Alright, we're going to go with that. Alright, so that's super cute. Let's print this. And then we're going to press this to our mug. First, I need to put paper in the printer. Our mug is about to holler again. So let's do that and reset that. Mug press was about to holler. And I'm putting a paper on the printer. Print this out really quick, and then once I print this out, we'll talk about the issue with design space because we're at the end of our day of our show, and I'm alright. We're going over just a little bit so that we can get this mug pressed. Alright, but I want to show you what I'm going to do to test and make sure that this fits. So let's switch over to the mug press. And here, I want to be sure that this is going to work in here, so I'm going to test it and see if it grabs it. And it's grabbing it too loose, in my opinion. I want it a little bit tighter, So I'm just going to tighten it up some. So you can test it ahead of time so that you're not, because you don't want to put it in with your sublimation paper, put it in, press it briefly like that, pull it back out, put it in, because that will cause ghosting. You don't want that, meaning it will put images in a couple of places on your mug, and you don't want that. Okay, so let's get this. I want it to be super snug. Oh, that's cute! Oh my god! Okay, calm down, Eve. All right, let's put this in there. Yas. All right, I want that to cushion in really good. And let's grab this off the printer. Super cute! Look! Isn't that whoops, wrong way. Isn't that adorable? I'm so excited. Okay. So while that cools off, I'm gonna switch you back over and let that mug cool down some, because of pressing it like that, it did heat it up. Not all the way, but it did heat it up a good bit. And I don't want to cause any ghosting. No, I don't want to activate the sublimation ink ahead of time. So I'm just gonna let that cool off briefly. Meanwhile, I'm gonna cut this out, and then that way it'll be ready to put on the mug, and then we can put it on the press here in a moment. But while I cut this out, I'm going to go ahead and speak on the issue with Design Space and the limitations that they're putting in. And the reason why and I also have an announcement. So for those of you who are here, I have a pretty big announcement. Something that I had said I wouldn't do, but I'm going to do it. At any rate, when you are ooh, that's still hot. When you are a business owner, okay, so imagine you have a business and you're making these mugs. You're going to do tumblers and you're going to sell tumblers, right? So how do you make your money off of selling tumblers? You buy a tumbler. If these are $5 each, I don't know how much they are. I need to look it up, or it's listed, but I'm going to assume $5 for the purpose of this illustration. So say these are $5 each, and you have your subscription to Creative Fabrica that you pay for each month. Then you take the time and you put stuff together like this, put the person's name in it, you're doing the design, and you have the designs and such, and you're going through all of that work to make these tumblers for your customers, right? And you buy your tumblers, they come in, you pay for shipping, you got everything stored, paying for the racks and all this, the ink, the printer, the whole nine. In order to make money, $5 for the tumbler, we're going to just guess and say we can add an extra $10 just for the heck of it, for supplies, for ink, for paper, for electricity, for printer, for labor, the whole nine. Then to ship back to the customer, you gotta pay shipping. So let's say $25 for a sublimated mug, just like this. All you're doing is getting the graphics, putting the graphics on the mug, putting the name on the mug, doing a little bit of graphic design, not a whole lot, because you got Creative Fabrica, girl, and it's hooking you up. And that's what you're doing to make money. So $25 off of a $5 tumbler and your other supplies. So let's say $15, $25, your profit is $10. Well, if you constantly have customers coming to you saying, well, you're spending on shipping and on these tumblers, so I'm going to go buy the tumblers, because they found some El Cheapo tumblers off of Amazon for $3 each, and they're bringing them to you saying you're charging $25. I think you should come down on your price, and you should print my tumblers and not charge me $25. You should be able to do this in a way for free, because I bought the tumbler and I'll just pay you for the ink and your time and whatnot. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting my design on this, and all I'm going to do is tape it down. It's cooled off a lot, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to put it out. So back to the story. You're telling me that you, just because you're buying the tumbler, you shouldn't have to pay as much as a person who is buying a tumbler from me and putting it on and making money off of it. You're trying to cheat me out of my money, or you're taking advantage of my kindness and making these custom for you, and you're not appreciating the value of what I'm giving you. Okay, so looking at it from that standpoint, I kind of can understand where Cricut is coming from, because Cricut is offering a service. Yes, it comes with their cutter. Yes, you did pay for the cutter. You paid for the cutting machine. Um, yes, you are still going and using their software, but you're not paying to use their software on a monthly basis, whereas you could be paying them monthly just to use their software. There's a lot of other companies that do that. No, Silhouette doesn't. Silhouette does not, but Silhouette is significantly more. You paying, even though you're paying one time, but it's more. It's about $100 for the designer edition. Um, but you're paying for their software. Yeah, there's other options out there, but you got to look at it from a business standpoint. They know that there are hundreds of thousands of Cricut machines out there that people are using in a business capacity. So in a business capacity, you have to understand from a business perspective that they want to earn a profit. They're about to go public. They're about to sell stock. So in order for their stock members, for their investors to see a good investment for what they're buying into their stocks, they need to see, okay, you're making money to help us make money the best way that you can. So in order to do that, hey, I have hundreds of thousands of folks out here with this machine, and they're using your software for free to make money. Yeah, they bought the machine, but they're constantly making and earning a ton of revenue off of shirts, off of not mugs at the time, but shirts mostly, some crafts and stuff. But they're going to Etsy or other places like that, buying designs that we don't have on our design space and bringing them back into the design space to edit and do them up for free and cut them out for free and making tons of money off of it. All we're asking is just subscribe to Design Space. Then you can do what you want. You can buy whatever you want. You can bring in whatever you want with no limits. Just, I mean, out of saying thank you for using our software, right? So that's pretty much where that's coming from and why they're doing that. And from a business standpoint, I totally get it. I really do. And they're even being generous. They're like, look, we'll give you 22 designs per month. You can upload for free. Don't even worry about it. You can do the 22. That's your only limit, is the 22. Okay? So if you're not doing this as a business, if you're doing this as a hobby, and it's just you making a couple crafts here and there, that won't be an issue. That will not be an issue for you. It won't bother you. But if you're doing this as a business and you're hustling and making money off of this, 22 is not enough, because we upload crafts all the time and cut stuff out. So Cricut is just like, look, bro, we get it. We want you to make money, but we also need to make money too. So I understand where they're coming from. Do I agree with it? At this point, it don't matter, because it's their choice and it's their software. So for me to be mad, yeah, I mean, I'm still going to use Cricut Design Space. And I've paid for Cricut Design Space as it is anyway, only because I like to have access to all of their fonts and stuff. Even though, yes, I can go out and get other fonts, but I like having access to their software without restrictions, so I have the subscription anyway. But for those who don't and prefer to use it for free, try GIMP or some other type editing software to see if you can get what you're looking for editing without any restrictions or whatever. But then again, actually, you can't use GIMP because you can't upload it to Design Space, but 22 designs per month. So yes, I can understand how that would be frustrating, but you got to understand from a business perspective, these folks are here to make money, which is why they're also charging $200 for their heat press. For their mug press. They're out here to make money. You have to understand that. And you may not agree with it, but if you don't agree with it, there is Silhouette out there, but you best believe at some point in time, Silhouette is going to pull a whammy kablammy at some point in time too. So it's just all business. It's not personal, and folks are really taking this personal, and I can understand why they would, but it's I mean, if you're out here making money, you've got to understand, even buying blanks from DiTrans.com versus Amazon. You know what I'm saying? At least if you go to DiTrans and buy their blanks, you're getting good quality blanks. You don't have to worry about whether it's going to sub properly or not. They're going to stand behind their stuff. If it doesn't sub, they're going to walk you through it. They're going to send a replacement. they're going to do what they have to do to make sure that their customer is happy. Whereas Amazon is just going to be like, well, I mean, it should have sucked. You did something wrong. You know, so you kind of get what you pay for. But I wanted to point out I do definitely understand where they're coming from with it. And, you know, it doesn't upset me that they're charging for design space, because at the end of the day, that's pretty much what they want anyway, right? So here is our stainless steel tumbler. I have, as you see, the white up here. I wrapped the design, and then I wrapped another piece of sublimation paper. And I'm just going to put this thing in here, and I'm going to go ahead. You know what I should have did? Hold on. See, this is what I told you not to do earlier, but I did it anyway. There's the gap. I need to make sure that gap is up. And I didn't. So hopefully this didn't go. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. Lord, I hope I didn't mess it up. Okay. Alright, so there is our stainless steel tumbler. I'm going to go into chat, but first I want to look and see, make sure that I'm putting this in at the right time. Medium time. It doesn't have a time on here. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, so let's look at a different one. Let's look at this one. Let's see what the time is on this one. 1 to 2.5 minutes. Okay, so 60, 120. I think we'll be okay with the time that I have it on there now. I'll stop it a little bit early. So let me go to the chat while that counts down. My problem is the software doesn't work but half the time. I have no issue paying for software that works. Cricut is now my backup. I will use my Silhouette. And yeah, I can understand the y'all make this moving towards 60-year-old frame. Take notes. Always good in the chat. Yeah, I love the chat. The chat is awesome. I have no issue paying for software that works. So I haven't had an issue with your software not working recently, especially since I have the desktop version. I use the desktop version primarily. No, that was the wrong time. I don't want it to overcook. Now that I think back, the 60 and 60 is 120 plus 30 is 150. So I don't want that to overcook. And we had it on what, 240? So we'll stop it when it gets to 100. All right, so Cricut Design Space so often work for $10 a month, and it's $10 a month. It's not like 25, 30. If y'all knew what I had to pay for Adobe a month, you would cringe. Adobe is expensive. And yes, you'll finally get to do offset fonts. I mean, I don't have an issue with it breaking down for me. I hear about that a lot, and I hate that. There was a point in time where it was glitching a lot for me, but it doesn't anymore. So, you know, and definitely when you start working in Cricut and doing your designs and such, please save first. Please save before you stop and don't, before you keep going. Save your projects periodically as you go, and they kind of really need to implement that. All right, let me go ahead and take this thing out before it burns. And look at there, smoking already. Look at there. Like I said, you gotta take it out before it burns. This is hot. I want to take the outer paper off first. It turned brown a little bit. I don't like that, but at least the heat looked like it got to it pretty good. So I'm hoping right here on the edge that it imprinted properly. So let's see. Oh crap. Trying to get this off. Hold on. My gloves aren't helping me, and I promise I don't want to take these darn gloves off. Okay, because I don't want to burn myself. There we go. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. I am so happy. Look, y'all. Oh, that is so pretty. Let me switch it over to the other camera so you can see better, even though this thing is hot as fire. Switch, let's switch. Because it's after 11, and I'm going to get you guys out of here as well. There we go. cute. Oh, there we go. Look. Oh my God, the flowers turned out so pretty. Hopefully I can twist this, you know, with my arm because I can't switch hands. So this is the one that's called a tugger. So the tugger I can use for a can koozie or a drink tumbler, which is really pretty stinking cool. And this one, as you see, is stainless steel, so you can, as you see, you can sublimate on stainless steel with the silver. But because it's not white, you can't sublimate white. So if you're looking for a design that needs to have white, this is going to be silver because that's what color the background is. So this really turned out super, super cute. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be a fun cup to drink out of. So I'm going to set it down on the ceramic tile floor. And yes, it did turn out super, super cute. I am so excited about that, y'all. I was like, oh, that's a highlight of my night. All right, so at some point, y'all, we need to do like an extra show or something and sublimate more stuff with no talking. So we'll have to set that up, and the captains will have to have us a sublimation show as well. But as I mentioned, I wanted to do a quick announcement. What we're going to start setting up within the next week, or not setting up, is I'm going to have a schedule set up because so many people are asking for one-on-one tutorials. Okay, so we will be putting an option for that up on our website. Now I'm still ironing out the platform that we'll use for the one-on-ones, but that is something that is in the works, and the final information on it will be put in the Facebook page, but we'll do a test run of only maybe 5 people just to see how it goes, because I prefer the environment here on live and going back and forth, but some folks really want their voice heard and their concerns addressed, and they want that one-on-one attention, and I understand that. So we're trying to set aside a day out of my schedule to get that allocated for one-on-ones. Okay, so the schedule is going to be very, very limited, and the availability is going to be very, very limited. So, you know, if you're interested in that, please keep your ear to the ground on Facebook, because it's only going to be a limited space available for that, because I have so much going on at all times, and I want to make sure that it's fair for y'all and fair for me and fair for my husband and just fair for life in general, so we can get everybody in. So that's something that's going to come up, and I just wanted to let that be known, so that for those of you who want that one-on-one, please keep your eye on Facebook this week. I'm thinking about Wednesday. We should have it ironed out, but for the sake of argument, let's say Friday. We'll say Friday. We should have some information up for you, and how to sign up, and where to sign up, and how much it's going to be. All right. So thank you very, very much for joining me this evening. Yeah, that was cool looking. The silver, yes, it's totally awesome. Let me make sure I'm not missing any questions. So is regular stainless steel sublimatable, or just that particular one from DiTrans? No, it has to be a sublimated. It has to be coated. So you can't just get a sublimate of a stainless steel from any store and sublimate on it. It does have to have a poly coating on it. But they are available on DiTrans. So yes, you can use that. And Cricut is going public. Timur, yes. I don't know when, but they are. And Joann's is going public as well. I'm super excited about Joann's. So Joann's is going public soon as well. When you say blowout paper, are you talking about freezer paper? I'm talking about butcher paper, plain copy paper. With the plain copy paper, you may need about 2 sheets, possibly. It depends on how pigment heavy, how much ink is on the paper. If it's a lot of ink, like a really big, dense design, then you want to put another 2 sheets on there, or put 2 sheets instead of just 1. I wouldn't use freezer paper, because I think freezer paper has a wax coating, and you don't want the wax. The wax will come off. So make sure if you do freezer paper, make sure it doesn't have a coating on it, and then you should be able to use it. I think Cricut caught on that many were using other design software that had more options and less buggy, but then uploading them to design space to store there for free and cut out on the Cricut, which is a possibility. And again, it still factors back into the fact that folks are using the platform to make money. They're only targeting the folks that's utilizing their free services to earn a profit. That's it. And so the folks that are out there that's trying to make a profit out of it for free usually are the ones that's griping the loudest and are complaining the loudest and talking about protesting and picket lines and stuff or whatever. Y'all, if you're out here making business, you have to pay to have a business. It's not free. You know, just like I mentioned, that's why we really appreciate the support that you guys give here on the channel with the YouTube memberships, because it helps pay for this ridiculously expensive Adobe subscription each month. It helps pay for the Cricut subscription each month. It helps pay for the Creative Fabrica subscription each month, so that I can come on here and show you all this cool stuff, show you the Cricut tutorials, how to cut out your rhinestone stuff with Cricut, show you how to use all of this stuff, but I have to have access to it in order to show it to you. So that helps offset a lot of that, especially Adobe. Y'all, it's crazy how much it costs. And then about to delve into Corel as well for a whole other arena that we're not going to talk about just yet. But Corel, I mean, all of these things cost money, and you have to understand that. So if you're trying to make a business or earn income as a business owner, you're going to have to invest back into your business. And $10 a month for the Cricut subscription access is not a lot of money. $120 a year. I mean, go online and look at how much Adobe Photoshop is, Adobe Premiere Pro. Go online and look at how much Corel Draw is, and their suites. This stuff ain't cheap. This stuff is not cheap, and you get what you pay for. So when I'm out here spending hundreds of dollars on video editing software so that I can make sure that your videos don't come out looking crazy and just choppy and stuff, you want the best quality. I want y'all to have the best quality. So I have to invest in stuff like that. So as a business owner, for Cricut to come and say, look, we know you're making money off of it. We know you are. Look, we get it. We want you to make money. Look, just invest back into us and help us make money too. You know, because you out here doing our stuff for free. I get it. I can't even be mad because I know what I pay for the things that I do. So it only makes sense to me what they're doing. They're just trying to keep a successful company. Look at how many companies shut down in the last year. The last 12 months, y'all. Look at how many companies are gone now. It's like used to be, and you're like, darn, what happened to? I mean, businesses are boarded up and closed up all over the place because they couldn't survive the shutdown. They couldn't survive the lack of funding and folks not being out spending money and whatever. Cricut was able to rise above that and then some because everybody went home and started making money and started making their own businesses, or they're working from home and doing crafting on the side for that extra income. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, it's a small thing that they're asking for, the $10 a month. And, you know, if you're not happy with that, then they're okay with you going somewhere else. They really don't, you know, I mean, they care, but at the end of the day, it's business. And you can't make everybody happy. So if you look at it from that aspect, it doesn't offend you as bad. You know what I'm saying? People are taking stuff way too personal. And like, this is just, oh my God, it's the end of the world and all of that jazz. So, yeah. Oh no, Michael's is gonna be private. That's crazy. Oh, your Adobe stuff is $40 a month. That's good because that's not what mine is. But it also depends on all the other things that you're adding to it. So the cloud itself, whatever programs and stuff you add in factors into that price. So have a good night, Gilmore. So at any rate, you guys have an excellent night. I really appreciate you joining me. It was a lot of fun. We went over 20 minutes. Okay, Scooby Doo, I will. Um, we went over 20 minutes. I apologize, but I definitely wanted y'all to see at least something being sublimated. So we did get the super cute mug, as you see, purple all over the place. And we did, let's see if the stainless steel tumbler is cool enough for me to touch. Let's see. Yes, boy, I tell y'all, that ceramic tile ain't no joke. And so now we have our stainless steel tumbler. Let's tilt it back a little bit so you can see it better. And it turned out super cute. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I got some, I mean, all these drink containers. I'm going to have to start making stuff for other people. That is super cute. I absolutely love that. That's adorbs. So sublimation is a lot of fun, and it's not difficult to do. You just have to have the right tools and the right equipment to get it done. Can the Cricut press live up to that height? I think it can. So just keep that in mind when you go out and purchase your stuff. Um, don't fight over the mugs. There's more than one place to purchase sublimation mugs from. And you guys enjoy your crafting journey. We're here for you. If you have any questions, shoot them off in the Facebook page or in the Hoop group. You can put questions there, and we're here to help you. As soon as I get my Jedi mug printed, I'll show you guys what that looks like. Don't know that I'm gonna do that tonight because I'm pretty tired. I was out helping get a car towed first thing this morning, so I'm exhausted. But you guys, thanks for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. And if more of you get the mug press, holler at me in the Facebook group so we can ring the bell for you again next week. If I missed ringing the bell for you tonight because we were sublimating and I wasn't looking at the chat, I apologize, but please bring it to my attention next week so that we can definitely get the bell rung for you, okay? You guys have a great night, and I'm going to go fight a mug press. See you later. Bye. I gotta figure out how to quiet that thing. Y'all have a good night. Oh my gosh, that's tragic. Oh, well, I tell you, it sucks sometimes. But anyway, good night.